Buenos días, hoy es lunes 17 de junio y llegamos al capítulo 5, al final. We are at the end of our course in chapter 5, capítulo 5, a divertirse, la música y el cine. So we're going to be talking about what we do to enjoy ourselves, to have fun with music and movies and dancing, música, el baile, el cine. Okay, a divertirse means let's have fun or let's enjoy ourselves. Okay, to say enjoy oneself, we have one verb which means divertir, which is divertirse. It happens to be what we call a reflexive verb. When we use the words themselves or myself or herself in English, those are reflexive pronouns. But in Spanish, the whole verb becomes reflexive. But we're not going to talk too much about that right now. But that's what it means. Let's have fun or let's enjoy ourselves. Okay, so I'm going to look at the content of what we're going to be looking at. We're going to discuss music and vocabulary for music, and we are going to practice pronouncing diphthongs and linking sounds, and identify people and things with demonstrative adjectives like this and that and these and those, and demonstrative pronouns, this one, that one, these and those. And the good news is that they are exactly the same. The adjectives and the pronouns are exactly the same. Okay, but we're going to see how we use them. We're going to look at adverbs to describe how something is done, and we're going to learn the present progressive tense to describe what is happening at the moment. Okay, we are going to also look at vocabulary for movies and television, and rank people and things with ordinal numbers like first, second, third. And we are going to learn the expression hay que, which means it states something that needs to be accomplished. Okay, something needs to be done. Okay, so hay que is an expression that we're going to use. And we are also going to look at direct object pronouns and the personal a that we learned a little bit about it in chapter 4 to express what or whom. Okay, direct object pronouns. Okay, muy bien. So let's get started with the vocabulary, the first section of vocabulary, comunicación 1, el mundo de la música. We're going to discuss music, and here we have vocabulary. We're going to start here at the top. Then we have El Teatro Nacional, Rubén Darío. Rubén Darío is a very famous writer from Nicaragua. We have El Músico, the musician, o la música. El tamborista, the drummer, el tamborista. El pianista, the pianist, el pianista. And you notice, you're going to notice a pattern here. The ista ending, tamborista, pianista, and well, we're going to look at others here. La orquesta, the orchestra. El tambor, the drum. La trompeta, the trumpet. And the person who plays the trumpet is el trompetista or la trompetista. And although it ends with an A, it's used for both feminine and masculine, okay? El trompetista o la trompetista. And the same with el pianista or la pianista. This would be the ending ist in English, okay? El tamborista o la tamborista. El piano, la música, the music. El empresario or la empresaria would be like the supervisor or like the manager. La gira mundial is when you go on a tour. That's called a gira, la gira. El conjunto, el concierto, the concert. El conjunto means like a group, a singing group. Okay. La artista, the artist, and it can also be el artista. La guitarra, the guitar. El artista, there it is. La batería, the batería. The percussion. Las grabaciones, the recordings. Las grabaciones. El baterista. Baterista is the one that plays the percussion instruments. Okay. El baterista or la baterista if it's a girl. La guitarrista, it's a girl, or if it's a guy, it's el guitarrista. El cantante, the singer, or el artista also, or la cantante. Okay? Muy bien. So the ending ista, artista, pianista, tamborista goes for masculine and feminine. Either way, if it's a girl, you say la, and if it's a guy, you say el. Okay? Muy bien. So that is, a lot of those are cognates. And here you have some more vocabulary for different kinds of music. Jazz, el jazz, la música clásica, la música folclórica, la música popular, la música rap, la ópera, el rock, la salsa. So this is very easy because they're all cognates or words that we have borrowed from English. Some adjectives here. Apasionado, passionate or apasionada. Remember that adjectives have to agree in gender and number. Cuidadoso, careful or cuidadosa. Fino, fine or delicate or fina. Lento, slow or lenta. Y suave, smooth. And some verbs. Dar un concierto, to give or to perform a concert. Ensayar, to practice or to rehearse. Grabar, to record. Hacer una gira. Sacar un CD, to release a CD. Tocar, to play, a musical instrument. Remember in the last chapter we learned the verb jugar, which also means to play, but in that case it means to play games or sports. When we talk about instruments, we use the verb tocar, okay? And then some other useful words, el aficionado or la aficionada, okay? It means the fan. La fama, el género, la habilidad, the H is silent, la letra, the lyrics of a song is la letra, okay, it's in the singular form. El ritmo y la voz, okay? Muy bien. You also have a note in my Spanish lab about diphthongs and linking, okay? So you're going to do a little practice with that and some activities to practice with this vocabulary that we just have covered, okay, to kind of get familiar and get acquainted. Conocer el vocabulario. See, that's when we use the verb conocer. Okay, so we are going to also cover los adjetivos demostrativos, okay, identifying people and things, demonstrative adjectives. And these are adjectives because they go together with nouns, okay? When you want to point out a specific person or a place or a thing or an idea, you use a demonstrative adjective, okay? Like this and that and these and those, all right? For example, esta mujer toca muy bien. Ese hombre toca bien. Y aquel hombre toca muy mal. Okay, so this one here, that one, and that one over there, okay? Farther away. So, the demonstrative adjectives are este, esta, estos, estas, okay? And you can see here that we have masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, feminine plural. And it means this, singular, or these, the ones that are something that is nearby, okay? From the perspective of the speaker, it refers to something that is nearby. So he says, esta mujer, because it's nearby. Now, when we want to say something that is farther away, we use ese, esa, esos, esas. And you see here the masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, feminine plural. Okay, that these mean that and those over there. Something that is farther away. And something that it's even farther away in distance and or time, and perhaps not even visible, meaning that and those way over there. We say aquel, aquella, aquellos, and aquellas. So you have gender and number because these are adjectives and they have to agree in number and gender with the noun that they are modifying. Okay. So we have este conjunto es fantástico. Conjunto is singular and masculine, so we have to say este. This group right here is fantastic. Esta cantante, this singer, cantante can go for either masculine or feminine, but in this case we know that it's a girl because we use esta. Esta cantante es fenomenal. Or we could say esta muchacha o esta mujer, okay? Estos conjuntos son fantásticos. Estas cantantes son fenomenales. Cantantes would be here female singers because we're using estas. Okay? Now we go a little farther away. We use ese conjunto, that group over there. That group is fantastic. Esa cantante, esos conjuntos, esas cantantes. And that group over there, even farther away, aquel conjunto es fantástico, aquella cantante es fenomenal, aquellos conjuntos son fantásticos, aquellas cantantes son fenomenales. So everything that modifies the noun has to agree with it in number and gender, both the demonstrative adjectives and the adjectives that are describing. Okay, so these are the demonstrative adjectives that we use together with the noun that is present in the sentence. Okay, so we have a few activities with this for you to practice, and then we are also going to cover, because they're exactly the same, the demonstrative pronouns. You know that pronouns, los pronombres, pronouns are words that replace nouns. That's why they're called pronouns, okay? So they replace a noun, so the noun doesn't have to be there because it's replaced by a pronoun. And they're exactly the same, so that's a good news. They're exactly the same. And it also has to agree in gender and number with the noun that it's replacing, okay? So, look at the examples here. Yo quiero comprar este CD. So this is an adjective. Este CD, pero mi hermana quiere comprar ese. Okay? So, I want to buy this CD, but my sister wants to buy that one. Okay? In English, you use two words. Okay? That one. In Spanish, we just use the pronoun by itself. I want to buy that one. Okay? ¿Te gusta esa guitarra? Do you like that guitar? No, I like this one. This one that is closer. No, a mí me gusta esta. Okay, so exactly the same, but in this case, we don't use the nouns because this word is replacing the noun. Okay, so remember that it has to agree in gender and number with the noun that it's replacing. Estos instrumentos son interesantes. These instruments are interesting, but I prefer to play those. Pero prefiero tocar esos. Okay, so exactly the same, except that one, the previous set are adjectives that go with a noun that is present in the sentence, and these are pronouns that are replacing the nouns. That's why the noun is not present in the sentence anymore. Okay? Muy bien, so that is it for today. You're going to do your activities, and tomorrow we are going to continue with adverbs, los adverbios. Entonces, hasta mañana. Chao.